Hello, Aries. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm back with another tarot reading for your sign. Wherever Aries falls in your chart, you're welcome here. Or if you're dealing with an Aries, the messages may or may not resonate. Thank you all so much for being here, and I appreciate anyone that is subscribed. And I hope you like the video, and let me know in the comments if it resonates. So before we get into this, I invite you guys to take a few cleansing breaths as I use my singing bowl, just to get us all on a similar frequency. Thank you. So I hope you're all doing fantastic. Don't be surprised if you see any reversals, as Neptune and Saturn are currently retrograde, okay? So you do have a pre-message here. You have the Six of Swords reversed. So some of you guys are revisiting something that you walked away from, ran away from. For some of you, maybe it was emotionally choppy, so you just needed to get away from it. And many of you are returning to finish where you left off, or maybe renew where you left off, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for being here to oversee this act of divination for the sign of Aries and their absolute highest good. Thank you, Spirit. I see many of you taking care of yourselves at this time. You may feel safer in a situation than you did previously. Like perhaps you had a discussion with someone, and it might have been choppy at the time that you left or walked away or ended. And then later on, maybe you and or the situation had a chance to kind of cool off, simmer down, really think, and perhaps y'all came to a mutual understanding, and that helped bring you to a space of like healing any wounds that you might have endured, or anything that was like left unknown, okay? So with the Four of Pentacles here, many of you are holding on to maybe someone that you had to walk away from. Maybe you had to move away from a location. It's just, there's something about you went away from something. Now you're coming back because you have a better understanding of it. You got healing from it. You don't feel as defensive over it, and you're still kind of holding on to it. Aries, I want you to be very careful about returning to situations because you feel scarcity. Maybe because you feel like there isn't anything better out there for you. While I do understand you going back to a situation to kind of heal it and mend it, and so that you can move on from it, I just want you to be mindful of thinking that you have to do that because like that's your only option. You are an absolute powerhouse, Aries, and you are always going to attract multiple options for you, okay? Even if things seem stagnant or delayed, that's just temporary. That's just time for you to go within and really get clear about what it is you want, what it is you feel worthy of, Aries, okay? Okay, so why it's all happening is temperance. I love this for you. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Saggy, or have Saggy in your chart, or this is an energy of you getting healing, okay? Like I said, you had the Nine of Wands reversed, as you saw. So many of you, it's a good thing you went away from a situation. It's a good thing you left because you were able to get yourself into a space of patience with yourself, healing, understanding, knowledge, and even moderation. Okay, maybe you felt like things were out of control, so you had to go and regain control. Okay, so the temperance is here, telling us why perhaps you want to hold on to a situation. We do want to be mindful that it isn't out of scarcity, but I'm finding is that you finally, I say finally because it might have taken some time. It might have taken maybe a couple of months or more for you to be in alignment with balance and harmony and patience with yourself, forgiveness and understanding. Okay. Your best case scenario here is the Hierophant. Okay, we're on to something major here, Aries. I really like this energy, the way this energy is going. So your best case scenario is the Hierophant. Okay, so this is a high level of commitment. This is also Taurus energy. You could be dealing with the Taurus, have Taurus in your chart. But this is you. Many of you guys are going deeper into your spirituality. There's some level of peace or understanding that you've recently come into or you're being brought into. And this is bringing your attention to really committing to healing, peace within yourself. Because, you know, as much as we'd like to look to others for peace, it's always going to come from within. It's always going to be a personal choice regarding like peace or chaos. Okay, while I understand sometimes environmentally we can be caught in the middle of chaotic situations, we still have choices. You know, we can go within, we can move away, we can do what we need to do to get ourselves into an environment of peace. So your best case scenario is your spirituality. For those of you that maybe were like running away from commitment, maybe deep down you do want commitment, but there's some fear of it. Maybe those that you considered being committed to, maybe there was some emotional instability, or maybe there is an energy of neediness, and there could have been a fear of abandonment here, Aries, as well. Okay, so you're coming and you're facing these things, you're healing them. Some of you went away from someone and they don't want to let you go. And maybe you don't want to let them go either. Maybe you leaving the situation got you into a space of like really understanding that you do want to be involved with a certain person, or you do want to be in a certain environment, or you do want to be friends with a certain person, and you are understanding how to like work through any challenges. Okay, any sort of scarcity or infringement upon your freedom. Some of you may have left for that reason. You might be getting proposed to, Aries, because somebody is understanding that they want to hold on to you, or vice versa, of course. And you are someone's piece here, Aries, okay? Or you're realizing that someone or some environment is your piece. So there is a higher level of commitment. That is your best case scenario. Now you can put yourself on a higher level of commitment to your own damn self here, Aries, as well, okay? And the North Node is in your sign. So there is a lot of universal emphasis on independence, okay? Bravery, just kind of going ahead fearlessly, all right? And knowing that you're worried, like not even second guessing, that impulsivity, and knowing that you're going to hold what it is you're thinking about, is, there's a lot of emphasis on that here as well. So there's this, your best case scenario is committing to that, is committing to yourself in a way that you feel like you have enough to commit to another, okay? And this could also be you guys committing to your spirituality or to your religion or whatever it is that fills your cup, okay? But there's a major, massive emphasis here, Aries, of you coming into alignment with yourself. You know how it is, you talk to yourself in your head, and then you hear your other voice talking back. That is brilliant. That is good. That is not crazy. That is not ludicrous. That is you in resonance with yourself. Okay, you have a mental self and you have an emotional self. You have a masculine and a feminine energy that need to be married here, as what the Hierophant is telling us is your best case scenario. So connecting those two aspects of yourself is your best case scenario. And your emotions will lead your thoughts. And that is how you will know if returning to a situation is truly the right thing for you, or if you just need to go ahead and move forward. Okay. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. So next we have the High Priestess reversed. This is information that you're finding out. You could have been dealing with a Pisces. You could have Pisces in your chart, or this is just information coming to the light, okay? There are things that you've been harboring or ignoring, that you can't ignore any longer. You have 3 major arcana in this reading. That's very profound time in your life for those of you that this reading is resonating with. You could have discussed with, if it's a person that you like felt like you had to go away from, you could have a serious discussion with this person where things come out that you did not know about them, and maybe they didn't even know about you. But most importantly, Aries, there are things coming out that you didn't know about yourself, or you pushed down and neglected about yourself. This could even be like, where money is concerned, something that you're talented at, really good at, that you felt like you had to put on the back burner for whatever reason. Maybe other responsibilities took a front seat to it, but you could be in the spiritual space right now, Aries, even through the form of dreams that you had, like childhood dreams. It could be anything, maybe you wanted to be this or be that, or you're really good at this and that, but you didn't feel like it was realistic, or you got talked out of it, or some other things came first. These things are coming to the forefront again in your life because they want you to revisit it. Hence the 6 of Swords reversed. You need to revisit things that you left behind, that you left behind because you were trying to be practical, or it was causing problems with other people, but it was really the best thing for you. Okay. That's why you're being brought back to it. And it has to do with your dreams, Neptune, and it has to do with your diligence, to those dreams, to making those dreams tangible, Saturn. Okay. Also, if there were any unfinished business or any, things that you suspected, but maybe they were denied. Like I said, you could have had a conversation with someone that you ended up, leaving behind. Maybe you're getting confirmation from that person of how you were feeling. Perhaps they wouldn't admit to something, or you wouldn't admit to something. And you're just kind of getting those things out, getting a clear sort of slate, a safe playing field, so that you both can get like this understanding of each other and understanding of yourself, depending on your situation. Okay. So then we have the 8 of Cups reversed. Again, this is unfinished business. This is you returning to a situation, to go back to, I think maybe you left for emotional fulfillment. Whatever you left behind was fucking with you emotionally. But you're revisiting it. It's very important that you revisit it, whether it's a person or not. Like I said, it could have been a dream of yours that you denied because you thought you were being practical or realistic, and your reality has changed here, Aries. Okay. Or it's changing. All right. But this is the energy of you like trying one more time, going back to it, understanding. We just had a new moon in Cancer, so there's going to be a lot of themes from the past coming up. Relationships with people that maybe you thought were one-sided, or dreams and goals that you had to like put on hold here. You're going back to that, Aries, and I think that's profoundly powerful here. Okay. And what are you going to get for all this, Aries? Or what could you possibly get for all this? You have the 7 of Cups here. Okay. The 7 of Cups reversed is usually, stop dreaming and start doing. But I'm really kind of getting, be as delusional as you want here. With Neptune retrograde and the 7 of Cups reversed, it's like, no matter how delulu if you want a pink castle with a purple horse to pull a carriage, to pull your ass around in, Aries, then you need to do that. You can have that. When you get into quantum physics, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, the Hermetic principles, you start to understand that the most powerful thing in the universe is your mind. Okay. So, which creates limitless potential. You can literally have anything you want. You had those dreams, visions, and goals for a reason, okay? Because there's some part of you that knew that you could hold them in your hand. The universe is rerouting your ass back to those things. Yes, it could be an unfinished relationship with someone. I feel like this unfinished relationship with someone, it could be a good thing for you. It really could be a good thing for you. I find peace, healing, and understanding. I find mutual benefit, and I find a high level of commitment here, okay? You guys could be dreaming about each other. For those of you that are dealing with a person, they want you to come back to them, and you want to go back to them as well, okay? And for others of you, this has to do with like dreams and goals and aspirations that you had that you stepped away from, you're now returning to. So I feel like your personal values are in alignment at this time, okay? And your understanding of reality, you now know is customized to your imagination, okay? So just to recap, you are understanding that you don't actually want to let something go. Make sure that it's not out of scarcity or fear. This is because you have a better understanding of what that meant to you, what that person meant to you, what that dream meant to you, okay? They may have even visited you in a dream, all right? You and or they want you, okay? So what you're seeking, Aries, is also seeking you, all right? There are things about you and or they that are coming to the surface that are making everything come together, that are making your imagination or what's in your mind make total sense. No matter how delusional it is, that's the paradox. There's more emphasis on you returning to something that you felt like you had to leave. You didn't necessarily want to leave it, but you had to leave. Now you're getting another opportunity to revisit that, okay? This is something that you've dreamed of. And then with the power of your mind, your action, forgiveness, and commitment, these dreams will be made tangible. They will be a part of your three-dimensional reality here, Aries, okay? This is a very powerful reading, especially having two outer planets like Saturn and Neptune retrograde. I think you guys are navigating very well with this energy, okay? So they will be this way till November and December, okay? So you can use this time to really go back to the drawing board when it comes to your dreams and your aspirations, and someone that you still have very strong feelings for. They also still have very strong feelings for you here, Aries, okay? And this thing can really work, all right? So I'm grateful for these messages for you guys. And now I'm going to draw from my Spirit Oracle. See what the angels, guides have for you. Okay. All right, Aries. Yeah, man. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? So some of you, yeah, this is a person. This is a person that is madly in love with you on a soul level, Aries. They want you. They'll do anything for you. They'll do anything for you, Aries. This is beautiful. And then for others of you, this is your dreams. This is you in mergence with your dreams, okay? Like you're creating something here. This snake reminds me of a part of a DNA strand, because its DNA strand is like two snakes intertwining. That's like it's, you know, a DNA strand indicates something was created. A masculine and a feminine were merged and they created a new, okay? So that's what you're doing here. So your feminine aspect is awakening. Feel the goddess energy inside you. She seeks acknowledgement and validation. New energies, insights, and opportunities are emerging. Wake up, embrace, and celebrate. And then you also got a place beyond time, Aries. A place beyond time. Many of you may feel like you're stepping through a portal, or you are fluctuating between dimensions at this time, okay? Neptune will do that, okay? It's absolutely beautiful. Just don't fear anything that you're seeing or feeling at this time. It's meant for your highest good, okay? So don't get so caught up with the everyday drama of life. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath and allow it to carry you into a peaceful space inside your heart. An eternal place beyond time, filled only with love. Because that's what you deserve, Aries. Hopefully y'all can see that. It's a little dark in here. I'm in my closet. I made me a new little office. And then so I'm going to pull an animal. And this animal will have a message for you. I invite you to go and, go on Google or whatever search engine you use and look up the spiritual meaning of this animal. So you got number 22, which is the bee. It says creativity, purpose, and devotion. That sums up your reading for sure. So please, I invite you to look up the spiritual meaning of the bee. There's going to be some beautiful messages in there for you. And I feel like it has something to do with your heart chakra with all this green. I feel like it has something to do with your crown with this purple. The flower is indicating blossoming. There's something magical happening in your life right now here, Aries. Bees have to do with hard work. What do bees do? They work really hard as a team, and they create honey. Honey is the sweetness of life, right? Like, I love honey. You may or may not, but it's really just the just the messages there. And then number 22, so you could be March 22nd, you could be a life path number 4, you could be an April 4th. So I really hope these messages were helpful. I love you guys very much. And for those of you guys that are still, rocking with me, I greatly appreciate you. And I'll show you the consistency that you deserve, guys. Okay. So, also, I have sage bundles here. If you're interested, I would be happy to send you, a Palo Santo, a white sage, and a dragon's blood sage. Okay. I would love to be the person that is assisting you with your cleansing needs. Okay. Comes in this cute little mesh bag. But they're $25, for all 3. And you can shoot me an email, which I will leave in the description. And we can get that shipped right over to you. So Aries, thank you again for your energy, your time, and for leveling up your life, for not taking this experience for granted. I think that's brilliant. I think a lot of other signs could learn from you at this time. Okay. So thank you guys again, and I'm going to close this down with the singing bowl. If you'd like to take a few deep breaths, I invite you to do so. Until next time, Aries, take care.